so much packing to do. But I think I'm just about done now. When you're getting ready to go on a trip, particularly a very long trip where you don't know exactly how long you're gonna be gone for, it always seems like there are a million different things that you need to get done before you're ready to leave. You never get it all done. There's always one more thing that you need to do, one more day, 2 more days. You just keep pushing it back further and further, and it just seems like a never-ending cycle. I'm gonna get a fill with regular, please. Thank you. I'm okay.
Waiting for takeaway. Paired.
Now don't get me wrong, guys, a lot of the time it is important stuff that you do genuinely need to get done before you leave. But then again, I feel like a lot of the time it's also stuff that we kind of trick ourselves into believing we need to get done before we leave. And I think that it also means subconsciously, at least on some level, we're reluctant to leave for whatever reason. Maybe you have a very comfortable situation that you don't want to leave. Maybe you're scared of the unknown. Maybe you don't want to leave your loved ones. And all of these things make it so much harder to leave. So we find all kinds of things that we think we need to get done or we feel like we need to go to before we leave. And all the while, all we really need to do is just make the first step out of the door, because that's definitely the hardest part. And once you do that, typically things get a whole lot easier from there. What's up, guys? I made it. You guys want an umbrella? No? All right, guess you don't want to hang out. They're all running away from me. All right, see you guys. I just met a very nice older gentleman who is a subscriber to the channel. It's always nice meeting you guys out here in the real world. If you ever see me, make sure to say what's up, because I love talking to y'all. So shout out, I'm sorry I didn't catch your name, but shout out to you if you're watching this. It was nice meeting you. Yeah, I didn't end up getting the battery working because, well, I'll get more into that a little bit later and I'll explain. But I instead installed these puck lights that actually change colors. Which I think is pretty sweet. For now, we're just gonna use white though, because we're not in party mode just yet. Got these cool lights over here too. Pretty sweet. Okay, I am hungry, so I'm gonna make some food real quick. Why does broccoli smell so bad? It literally smells like farts every time. Pretty gourmet little instant mac and cheese. Too lazy to do any real cooking because I've been on the road all day. But I also didn't want just like standard mac and cheese, so spruced it up a little bit with some avocado and some broccoli. Cheers. Cheers to being back on the road. I'll take another swig for that. That tastes pretty dang gourmet. Right now I'm in Boise, Idaho, and the plan was I was gonna spend the night at a Walmart, but I got there, got my groceries, came back out to the truck, and then I realized that there were signs everywhere that said no overnight parking. So instead I hopped on my iOverlander app and I just found like a random street. So that's where I am right now. So to circle back to what I was talking about earlier, I have been wanting to get back onto the road for the last 6 months. It's been a long time. And it seems like every time I'm just about to get back onto the road, something comes up. Whether that's another project I need to work on or an event that I want to stick around for. And I realized that there's never going to be a perfect time. Whether that's to get onto the road for a road trip or to chase whatever other dream you might have. Like, there's just never going to be the perfect time. It's just never going to happen, you know? Like, very rarely will the perfect time reveal itself. And you just got to decide that you want this and all of the other stuff can wait because you're going to make it happen. You're going to make it work with what you have. And that's what I ended up doing. You know, with this camper specifically, I kept saying like, oh, I need to get this done and I need to get that done and I need to do this and that and this. And then I realized like I've been spending so much time on just trying to make the camper perfect when in reality all I needed was a few puck lights and my Yeti cooler and I'm good. Like, sure, it's not a long-term solution, but look at me now. I'm out here on the road and I really wanted to get onto the road before winter rolls in because there is still some good weather and I could still do some exploration and stuff. And that's my rant. There's never going to be a perfect time to do anything. So you might as well just do what you got to do to make it work right now and just go for it. And let me tell you guys, I am thrilled that I decided to just go for it because it feels so good. It just feels so good to be back on the road. So cheers. But I know there will be some of you who are wondering why I didn't just fix the electrical before leaving. And the reason is because I decided that I'm going to just take everything out and start from scratch. I'm going to install all new components, and that's going to take some time and some planning and some effort. And like I mentioned, I just don't want to do that right now. I want it to be on the road. So I do have a lot of new electrical components that I will be installing later on. But for now, puck lights, LED lights, good old Yeti. We're doing it old school. Also, this is way cooler than normal lighting. Come on. This is freaking sick. Can you guys hear the rain right now? There's few things in life cozier than spending the night in your camper while it's gently raining outside. And then on top of that, you add these cool colored lights and perfection. It was raining pretty hard last night, and I had a nightmare that the camper was leaking profusely from the ceiling. And it felt like such a real dream. And I was like, oh man, I spent all this money and I made such a big deal to go out of my way and get this camper, and it's leaking. But fortunately, I woke up and I checked around and it wasn't actually leaking. I think I just have PTSD from when the Slumber Queen used to be all leaky. So it seems as it's survived the first rainy night, which is awesome. Alright folks, and that is going to do it for this one. I know this video wasn't particularly exciting, and I apologize for that, but the main thing, the most important thing, is I'm back here out on the road, and I couldn't be more stoked. I have some pretty exciting plans coming up in the near future, so you'll see a little bit more of that unfolding in the next videos to come. Thank you guys like always for watching. You guys go out there and go on some adventures of your own. Live life. Beat the status quo. You don't know the drill. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.